All right, I'm diving into some of the best SAT exponent tricks out there, and I'm going to challenge myself to see just how many I can master in under an hour. We're going to look at the tricks that will completely change how you see the math section. Let's get into it.
No, seriously, think about it. What if those questions, the ones that make you stop and second-guess everything, could actually turn into some of the easiest points you get on the whole test? That's exactly what we're going to break down today.
You know, when it comes to acing the SAT math section, it's all about speed and strategy. Every single second counts, and exponents, they pop up way more often than you'd think. Getting a handle on them can give a huge boost to your score, your speed, and honestly, your confidence.
But before we get to the good stuff, we've got to talk about why these problems feel so tricky to begin with. It's something I call the exponent trap. So many students get tripped up by these. You know the feeling, right? A problem looks totally fine at first glance, and then you see those tiny little numbers floating up top. That's when the pressure really kicks in. Look, the rules probably seem familiar. You definitely learned them back in algebra. But under the pressure of the clock, it is so easy to get them mixed up. You start asking yourself, wait, do I add here or multiply? One tiny mistake and boom, you're on the wrong track. The numbers just stop making sense. It really feels like there's some secret code that if you could just crack it, would make everything click. Well, guess what? Today, we are cracking that code. And it all starts with making the basic rules so automatic that you don't even have to think twice. Okay, let's start with rule number 1, the multiplication rule. When you're multiplying two things that have the same base, that's the a in this case, all you do is add the exponents. Seriously, that's it. So, for example, if you see 3 to the 4th times 3 squared, don't even think about calculating 3 to the 4th. Just add the exponents. 4 plus 2 is 6. The answer is just 3 to the 6th. See, this is how you start saving time. Okay, now for the flip side, division. It's the exact same idea, just in reverse. If you're dividing and the bases are the same, you just subtract the exponents. Simple as that. And here's a perfect example. 5 to the 7th divided by 5 to the 3rd just becomes 5 to the power of 7 minus 3. That's 5 to the 4th. Done. No crazy division necessary. And listen, this part is absolutely crucial. The real secret weapon on the SAT isn't just knowing these rules, it's knowing them so well that it's an automatic reflex. That's where you shave off those precious seconds. All right, so we've got the foundations down. Now let's build on that with a couple of really smart tricks that are huge time savers. Okay, this one is a total game changer. It's the power of a power rule. Whenever you see an exponent raised to another exponent, usually with parentheses, you just multiply them. This example shows it all. Something that looks messy, like 2 cubed, all raised to the 4th power, it just collapses down. You just multiply the 3 and the 4, and you get 2 to the 12th. Fast, clean, accurate.
And please, never forget this one, the zero exponent rule. Any number that isn't 0, I don't care if it's 5 or 500 or some crazy variable, if it's raised to the power of 0, it equals 1. Always. It's such a simple rule, but the payoff is huge. It can wipe out an entire chunk of an equation in a second.
Okay, so we've covered the rules, we've covered the tricks, but there's one more thing, and it's the biggest one of all. It's not just a trick, it's a complete shift in how you should even think about these problems. This is it, the ultimate SAT exponent trick. Your goal is not always to solve for a final number. Your goal is to match. Just manipulate the problem until it looks exactly like one of the answer choices. Let that sink in. The second your expression matches one of the options, you're done. You stop. You don't have to do any more work. This mindset shift alone can save you minutes on test day, which you can then use on the really tough questions. All right, let's wrap this up. Let's recap how all these pieces fit together to give you a brand new game plan for SAT exponents. It's really just 3 simple steps. 1. Master the basics. Make adding and subtracting exponents totally automatic. 2. Use the shortcuts. The power rule and the zero rule are your best friends for saving time. And 3, the big one, change your mindset. Don't solve, match. You see, this whole thing isn't just about getting the right answer. It's about getting it right fast and feeling totally confident about it. Speed, accuracy, confidence, that's what this is all about. And there you have it. We've cracked the code. So now, it's your turn. What's your go-to exponent trick or your favorite SAT math shortcut? Let me know down in the comments.
And hey, if you're looking for more ways to crush the SAT, check out our next explainer where we tackle linear equations.